Going to taste as good as it smells. Yep. That's delicious. The rosemary and the garlic work really well with the barbecue steak. Hi everyone and welcome back to Gigi's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make this delicious barbecue steak with rosemary and garlic rice. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious steak dinner. My son and I absolutely love steak. My husband isn't so keen, unfortunately, but we really enjoy a steak, and thankfully my husband is away this weekend. So my son and I are going to enjoy this barbecued steak with some delicious rice as well. So for this recipe, the first thing I've done is I've grabbed myself a large mixing bowl, and to the mixing bowl I'm going to add 2 steaks. So these steaks I've just simply cut the slits into the fat so that they don't curl when they're in the oven, because we're going to be oven baking these steaks as well. And then I'm just going to go and wash my hands. And then to the steaks I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of barbecue sauce to give it that barbecue flavour. As it's nearly winter now, there isn't much point in putting the barbecue on in the UK because we don't get a lot of sunshine at this time of year. So to get that barbecue flavour I'm using barbecue sauce, and then to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tamari, and then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of honey as well. So I'm just going to add these to the bowl. Like so. And then I'm going to add salt and pepper. Move the spoon out the way. Salt and pepper to your taste. I would recommend adding salt and pepper to steak. It does make it taste a lot better. I have in the past cooked it without and it doesn't taste that great. So I'm just adding salt and pepper to taste. And then I'm going to go and dampen my hands. And I'm going to rub the mixture that we've just made into the steaks until they are covered in this mixture. I think that's done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into the fridge for a good couple of hours, or you can make this the night before and store it in the fridge overnight. It's almost dinner time, so I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees, and next I'm going to start cooking the rice. For the rice, I've grabbed myself a large saucepan, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to add oil to the base of this pan. And I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. While the pan is heating up, I just wanted to say that if you have enjoyed this video today, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. And if you did really enjoy this video and think you've got some family and friends who would enjoy it as well, please don't forget to share it with them. And any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. My pan is getting nice and hot, so what I've done is I've peeled, sliced and diced 1 red onion, and I'm just going to pop that into the base of the pan, and I'm going to fry this until it starts to soften. The onion started to soften almost immediately, so I'm going to turn the heat down slightly because the pan is very hot. And to the pan I'm now going to add about 4 cloves of garlic that I've just simply peeled and sliced, and I'm just going to pop those into the base of the pan. And I'm just going to fry the garlic for about 30 seconds or so, or until it starts to go a nice golden brown colour, which I think it has started to now, and I can smell it as well. So next I'm going to add in 1 courgette that I have peeled and grated, and I'm just going to fry this for a minute or so, just to heat this through. So the courgette has heated through, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in about 4 or 5 small sprigs of rosemary that I've just taken from I've taken the leaves from the stalks, and I've just simply chopped them into very small pieces, and I'm going to add that to the base, and I just want to fry that round just to get some fragrance from it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my rice. So I've got about 150 grams of rice here. This is serving 2 people. In the original recipe, I think I said 300 because the original recipe serves 4. But I'm just going to fry the rice until it starts to become see-through, clear basically. The rice has started to become clear and see-through, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in about 600 mils of stock. So what you want to happen is, you want the spoon to be about 2 centimetres up from the bottom. I think I'm going to need to add a little bit of water to that. So I've had to add a bit more water to that. I didn't have enough stock, but the water needs to hit the knuckle of that middle finger there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my lid, which I think I neatly put away. Yes, I did. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to turn the heat back up and I'm going to bring this to the boil. The rice is coming to the boil, so I'm going to turn the heat down. And I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. So salt and pepper to your taste. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. This is already quite full of flavour with the rosemary and the garlic. But we like a little bit in this house, we don't like a lot. I'm just going to leave the lid on and I'm going to let all the water disappear from the rice. I have transferred the steaks from the fridge to the baking tray. My oven has preheated, so I'm going to pop these into the oven now for about 14 to 17 minutes. The other timings, if you wanted it rare or medium rare, are in the recipe below. The steaks have been in the oven for 7 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip them over. They are looking really beautiful. The fat on one side is cooked, so I just want the fat on the other side to cook. So I'm just going to pop those back in for another 7 to 10 minutes. The steaks have been in for an extra 10 minutes. And the juices are running clear, the fat is lovely and crispy on the outside, so I'm going to take these out and I'm going to leave them to rest for a good 5 minutes. The rice has finished cooking, all of the liquid has disappeared. When I pull the spoon back, there is no liquid coming forward. So before I turn the heat off, what I'm going to do is just add in a handful of spinach to that as well. And I'm going to mix that in until it wilts down. And then I shall go and slice the steaks and serve some of this. Try it and let you know how it tastes, but this smells amazing right now. So I'm going to give this a little try now and let you know how it tastes. It smells really good, I have to say. So I'm hoping it's going to taste as good as it smells. Yep. That's delicious. The rosemary and the garlic work really well with the barbecue steak and in the rice as well. That makes the rice so flavoursome. So yes, I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make this delicious steak and rice dish, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you'll be watching my next video.